All right, you all, welcome. And those of you that are in the back, feel free to come up. There are lots of empty seats up front. So let's fill up the crowd here so no one's missing. So hi, friends. I'm just having a look at all of you. And I'm remembering that I am a force for good. You are a force for good. And together, we are a force for good. I'm Anu Gupta, educator, lawyer, scientist, meditation teacher, and now author of Breaking Bias, which I'm excited to announce for the first time will be coming out this September. Thank you. For several years, my B Corp, Be More with Anu, has been in partnership with B Lab, and together, we're supporting businesses like yours to build an economy where all people belong, where belonging replaces bias. I founded my company in 2014, 10 years ago, because I recognized in my body that I am a force for good. And ever since then, I've worked with thousands of professionals at hundreds of companies, and I've come to know in my body that each and every one of you is a force for good. And that we, as the global B Corp movement, can be the force for good that humanity needs to meet the poly crisis of our times. Climate collapse, economic injustice, hyperpolarization, racism, sexism, and all isms that cause human suffering. We've become a society that lives from the neck up. We rely solely on our minds, and we like to think our way into change. But I kindly ask, where has that gotten us? Today, I'll share with you some science-backed tools that I've personally used and taught professionals like yourselves so we can shift from disembodiment to embodiment, from separation to interdependence, and from hatred to compassion. I call these tools PRISM, and PRISM stands for perspective taking, pro-social behavior, individuation, stereotype replacement, and mindfulness. And mindfulness is the bedrock of all these tools, and it refers to this beautiful power that we have as human beings to be aware, to notice what's happening within and without us at all times. But instead of talking about these tools, I want you to experience them. I promise I'll share more information about them with you later, but let's embody them. That's why we're here, right? So we could really restore our connection with ourselves. Our theme here is restoration. And restoration really happens through embodiment, particularly embodying and restoring our connection with our bodies, with our hearts, and with one another here. So let's do that. So we'll begin with mindfulness, and I'm going to request for those of you who are able to please stand. And you can also stay seated if that's more comfortable. And you can have your arms just hang by your sides, or if you're seated, you can rest them on your lap. And bring your eyes to a close. And for a few moments, just move inward, noticing this breath, this in-breath and this out-breath. This breath that's been with you since the very moment you were born. If the mind is talking, that's okay. Notice what it's doing. Thinking, planning, anticipating, whatever's happening. But then bring that attention back to your breath. And now with every in-breath, silently repeat to yourself, I calm my body. And with every out-breath, silently repeat to yourself, I smile. In-breath, I calm my body. Out-breath, I smile. And now taking this mantra, this affirmation to any place in your body that may feel tense, where there may be some holding, your jaw, your shoulders, your hands, your feet. I calm my body and I smile, bringing that calmness, that smile energy, moving that energy out of our heads into our bodies, slowly and gently. I calm my body and I smile. And now I'd like you to open your eyes. We'll continue with mindfulness, but this time with a mindful movement, really directing consciously our energy into our bodies. So you can shake your hands, you can shake your legs, you can twist from left to right, you can shift your neck from left to right. And now we're really going to accumulate this energy, so you can cup your hands like this, And start tapping with your left arm, your right arm. You can tap your chest, your belly. You can go down your legs, your left leg, your right leg. Move to your kidneys. Move it all around. Move that energy around. And now with your fingertips, tap your head. Tap the back of your head, side of your head, your temples, your forehead. With every tap, bringing that relaxation, that smile into the body. And now rest your hands by your side. And now I'd like you to start jumping, if you're able. If not, start vigorously shaking. Jump, jump, jump. This is a stereotype replacement exercise, because how often do we jump? You know, the easiest way to get from our heads into our bodies is to jump. Higher, higher, higher. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Yes. All right. So this is about really shifting our energy. And you already feel that, right? That shift within your bodies. So please have a seat. We'll now move to the third tool, which is individuation. And I'm going to ask you all to take these hands that come out of our hearts and place them on your hearts. Left over right, right over left, whatever's comfortable. And bring your eyes to a close. And start noticing your heartbeat. This heart that's beating in your body. This is where your force for good resides. Notice each individual heartbeat. Listen to any message this heartbeat is sharing with you. This same heart beats in every single body that's in this room. And this heart beat in the bodies of all of our ancestors, regardless of their identities. And it will continue to beat in the hearts of all those to come after us. Listen to the heartbeat of our collective force for good. Listen to what arises for you in your body. And now with an in-breath, deep in-breath, exhale out of your mouth, bringing awareness to whatever arose for you, noticing it. And now you can open your eyes and come back to the space around us. We'll move to the last 2 tools now, perspective taking and pro-social behavior. And these 2 tools are, now that you've accessed that force for good within yourself, is about sharing with others, restoring our connection with one another. And for this, I'm going to use a practice of loving kindness. Loving kindness, how many of you are familiar with loving kindness or have done it? Cool, a few of you. It's basically a practice where we direct our attention to offer well wishes to different groups of people. And generally, it's done with meditation. But today, I want to use a different technology, an ancient technology that our ancestors and our siblings around the world used to inspire change, to inspire hope, particularly in the face of inequity and injustice. This technology known as song. Now, if your mind already has opinions about that, right? Resistance, judgments, that's okay. Notice them. And what I'd like you to do is sing along with me from that force for good inside of you, not your mind, that force for good in your bodies, in your hearts. Got it? So just follow along the melody. You'll get it. Don't worry. You can make mistakes. Forget that cultural conditioning. Let's go. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. You can place your hands on your heart and really direct these well wishes to this being, probably the most important being in your life, this life that you hold, towards this being. Let's do that once again. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. You can do better than that, y'all. One more time. We need some more self-love in here. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well, may I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. Beautiful. Now I want you to look around and make eye contact with people around you and offer these well wishes to these people because these are individual parts of our collective force for good. Let's do that. As awkward as that is, access that force for good. We're going to do it together, y'all. Together, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. Let's do that one more time, but this time receiving and sharing with others in this circle of reciprocity that we're a part of. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. Beautiful. Now let's do this for all of us here. We're not done yet. Stand up. Stand up. We're going to do it one more time, but now we're going to do it for all of us, the collective force for good that we are, but not just here. Also, the collective force for good that's outside of this room. All of our human and non-human relatives and our living planet Earth. Right? Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be happy. Louder, one last time. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be happy. One more time. We'll do that. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be happy. Wonderful. Have a seat. And I want you to take a moment and really feel how you feel in your body, the energy in your body. You know, take notice of that with mindfulness. You know, in a world that constantly triggers in us emotions of self-hatred and hatred of others, loving kindness works against the stream. It reminds us of our inherent worthiness and the sanctity of our life. And when we fill our hearts, our bodies, our spirits with loving kindness for ourselves, as the biblical quote goes, our cup runneth over. We want nothing but the same for others. Loving kindness purifies the contaminants in our mind that are locked in hatred and the delusion of us versus them, when at the absolute level, there is no them. There's just us. So my hope, my friends, is that this week at this Champions Retreat, at the networking events, at the workshops tomorrow, in the hallways, and for the rest of your life, you'll do these embodiment practices. You'll practice loving kindness. It's so easy. You can do it right now. But the person next to you, the person in front of you, the person on stage, you know, and it's free. So simple. And this is how we build our collective force for good. So I'd now like you to take out your phones and receive a few gifts I've prepared for you. You can go to Gupta, nyu.com/champions, or hit this QR code to receive free access to a program that'll walk you through these 5 PRISM tools. You'll also receive a really awesome mindfulness worksheet, just to kind of demystify this concept altogether. And you can also learn more about my upcoming book, Breaking Bias, and pre-order it if you'd like. I'd be so honored. The book really has over 100 somatically informed PRISM practices to help you heal and bridge the divide that's rising in our world. You know, as I come to a close, my sincere hope is that you'll keep in touch. You can find me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram at Gupta NY. And connect, because at a time of rising hatred and polarization, those of us who are emissaries for understanding and love must come together to become the force for good. Remember that you are a force for good. We are a force for good. And we can do this together. We can meet the poly crisis. Our bodies know how. Let's take action. So thank you all so much. Thank you so much to the B Lab team for having me here. And let's do that one more time. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be happy. Wonderful. Thank you all so much. I'm so honored.
May we be happy. Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Anu.